evening, good afternoon, good morning, Fabulites. Thank you for clicking on the video, and I got a question for you. What opens with a shot of a helicopter and then a helicopter being shot at, and what closes with Mama Maddie's homemaking plan? If you guessed Fear the Walking Dead Season 3, Episode 2, The New Frontier, you're correct. I'm about to recap, review to the best of my ability. I'm good and getting better. I'm good enough getting better. I'm getting better. Just let's stick with that. I'm getting better. So if you want to see how we get from opening to closing, please stick around. And we got the helicopter getting shot at. Travis ends up getting shot. After some back and forth, he opens the helicopter door and he jumps out. He's shot in the neck. It don't look like he gonna make it. He jumping out of the helicopter. They not low down, so I don't think that even if he made it from the shot, I don't know if he gonna make it from jumping out the helicopter. I think Travis is a wrap. And then we see a tear coming out of Alicia's eye. Boo-hoo-hoo! That's so sad. Because he been with us from the beginning, right? So then we see, this is a switch to the hotel where Strand and the folks were. And we see a gate. They trying to close the gate on a bunch of people. And Strand, you know, he comes in and he says in Spanish a whole bunch of stuff. But basically, he like, I'm a doctor. And that saves some people. And then we see we're back to the helicopter folks. The people who were in the helicopter, they're now on the ground. I guess the helicopter got shot down. Alicia's trying to figure out, she keeps saying, why would they shoot us? Who's shooting at us? Why would they shoot at us? What's really going on? Troy's brother Jake, though, is trying to kind of like talk Alicia down, calm her down, and get her moving on the ground. You know, he like, you know, where the helicopter is a wrap, but we gonna get to this compound. Let's just stay focused on, you know, on that. So then we see the truck convoy. Remember, we were divided helicopter. You know, some people went by air, some people went by ground. It's about 4 or 5 vehicles in the convoy. I think they're all trucks. And there's some tension in the truck that Nick and Maddie are in. So Maddie turns off Troy's music. He like playing some rock and roll music. And when they get to the compound, I don't know if it's because the people at the gate are like, I don't know them, so they can't come in. But basically, the whole convoy comes out. But Troy is like, Maddie and Nick, you know, get out. But he don't really say nothing to them. Like, y'all get out. My dad is going to come talk to y'all. Or y'all get out and go to hell. I don't give a fuck where you go. Or y'all get out and we going to think about whether we going to let you in. It's just kind of like, get out. And they just standing there. And so Nick is like, let's go. We not just going to be standing here just looking like fools waiting for. We don't know what we waiting for. What we waiting for. We ain't what we waiting for. And Mama Maddie is like, well, where's Travis? Where's Luciano? You know, where's my baby girl? You know, we got to wait here for them. We go out there, then they going to have to come look for us. They know, you know, we all coming here. We don't know when or if they going to come here. You know, so we, you know, that's what we going to do. And he like, well, what's our plan B? What if Alicia and Travis and Luciana don't show? And the mama is like, hug your mom. And he like, huh? And then he hugs her and he feels that she has a weapon. I thought it was a knife, but later on, I think it's a gun. And then an older man kind of comes to the gate. You know, he on one side of the gate, they on the other side of the gate. And he's talking to the mama. And, you know, he talks to them, then he lets them in and he welcomes Maddie and Nick to the Broke Jaw Ranch. So then Nick is like, you know, I don't trust these people. And Maddie is like, Mama Maddie is like, don't trust them, trust me. And then the older man, we find out he's like a prepper. He one of those people now who's saving up food, saving up weapons, saving up, you know, preparing for the end of the world. He wasn't prepared necessarily for zombies, but he knew something was going down and he was prepared for it. So she says something about his son and he's like, well, I heard Troy's side of the story. Troy was harvesting fuel and protecting his men, and I'll sort out the rest when Jake gets back. And the older man gives him a space. It looks like a little house with, you know, and a key. And Nick is upset. He wants to do something. And Maddie is like, you know, for now, we smile, we eat shit, and we bide our time. And you'll save Luciano and I'll save everyone. She's the heroine. She gonna save everybody. Okay, so then we see Jake and Alicia talking, And they're talking about making allowances and having crazy people in their family, and how you deal with, you know, crazy people, people who are mentally ill, people who are sociopaths, you know, the types of people that, you know, they've dealt with. And in this kind of societal breakdown, you know, how do you manage all of that craziness? And then they hear whistling. Jake goes off. There's some kind of scuffle. Then he's fighting some of the Walking Dead. Alicia ends up coming to the rescue, and Jake gets a gun and kills a military guy. So I'm not quite sure who that guy was. Maybe that was one of his friends, because he sends, you know, Alicia off, and he says, I got to do this. So I guess the guy was dead, but he got to kill him, you know, in his brain dead, so that he doesn't resurrect. So then we see Strand. I think that's the black guy's name. The woman says to the black guy, to Strand, you know, your lie calmed them down, but you gotta go, and you gotta go on foot. I ain't got no car or nothing for you. And then Hector says, I got one more patient for you. She's an old woman who won't take food. Then Hector locks him in a room with the woman. He looking around. It's like food they've been putting there, flies all over it. And he sees this like body from behind. He goes up to it, but it's like a mannequin. And then this woman, you know, comes out, and it's the woman who I guess stabbed him. I was a little confused by the whole wedding. I guess was the mother of the bride of the wedding, and Strand had killed the wedding in a previous the bride in a previous season, and she never really forgave him for that. But he like, you know, well, you know, I'm here to heal you. She like, you ain't no doctor. He like, well, I had practice. And she like, you know, yeah, I did that. And he like, well, the first thing we got to do is we got to let some air in here. So he struggles, and her name is Eileen. He struggles and struggles and struggles, but finally he gets the balcony open, and to let some air in. And Strand is like, you know, I know how you feel. I felt like I didn't have any hope either, but you know, I just delivered a baby, and it's the new generation, and it gives us a reason to hope. And then the woman gives him a small box, which I thought at the time was a jewelry box, and she said it was supposed to be a wedding gift, and I'm like, what? But anyway, you know, she says, you take it. It's the least that you can do after what I did. And then she says, there's no more generations, and then she jumps off the balcony. So she kills herself. So then we see Luciana is unconscious, and Alicia tells Jake that she can't get her to wake up. And he says that they'll be at the ranch in a few hours, and he's sorry about what happened to her and, you know, what she's dealing with. And then we see the threesome making it to the compound, and Luciana is being supported by Jake and Alicia, and the gate is open. Alicia hugs Maddie, and Maddie is like, well, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? No, you know, she finds out that Travis is you know, has made his transition. And then Nick is running up, and he's like, Lucy, hey, it's Nick. And he's trying to, you know, deal with, help Lucy, you know, come on, girl, come on. You know, I'm here for you. And then there's a confrontation between Nick and Troy. Troy wants to kill Lucy. He says she not gonna make it, and our policy is that, you know, she not gonna make it, so we just gonna kill her now. And Nick is like, you know, you help her, you shot her. That's why I think he had shot her in that other, when I mentioned a woman getting shot, I think it was Luciano, before, when in his experiment Troy's thing. And Troy is like, I was defending mine, and I would do it again. And Nick is like, well, give me the gun, I'll shoot her. And then once he gets the gun, he turns the gun on Troy. And the old man is like, no, son, this isn't how we do it. Give me the gun. If she has a pulse, we'll let her in. And then, you know, he gets the gun, and, you know, he says, let her in. So, you know, they're going to heal Luciano probably, or work with her or whatever, Lucy. And then Maddie sends Alicia into the compound, and then we see Maddie walking into the compound, and the gate is closed behind her. And then we have a shot of a person under a tree. We zoom in, and we see that it's Madison, and she's just breaking down. She's crying. The old man approaches her, and she's like, are you here to console me? And the old man is kind of like, you know, well, I know what it was like when he talked about instances when he's dealt with death, and he's like, you know, I'm here to make sure that you aren't a danger to yourself. And, you know, they kind of whatever. She like, well, time will tell. And he's like, well, you know, we're missing a Beretta from the truck, and I think of that as a lady gun. And, you know, I thought if you had borrowed it, you see how they do that? White people borrow, but the black man is a liar. But anyway, I thought if you had borrowed it, you might want to sign for it. And he gives her a log, and she signs for it. And then we see Jake comforting Alicia, and she's crying. And then we see Strand in the parking garage, and he clips. So I think that what the mother of the bride had given him was a car. She was giving them a car for their wedding. So it's probably gassed up, nothing happened to it, and he ready to go. So he beeps and finds the car, and he pulls the white cover off of it, and he's like, it's my style and my color. Y'all know how Strand is. He have all that style and personality. So he done got him a car, and he heading out into the world. And then we see Alicia and Nick checking on Mama Maddie. And Mama Maddie is like, you asked about my plan. Well, we're going to stay here, and we're going to make it a home, even if we have to take it over. It's our fate. Travis died for it. Tell me how it happened. Tell me how it happened. She wants to know how Travis died. And that's the end of the episode. So that's how we got from opening to closing. They were driving real close to me. I am going to review this. I didn't know if I was, but I am going to review it. So as I said before, it's going to take me a minute to get my rhythm, but I'm going to get my rhythm. And that's what I got for you today. Thanks again for watching. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous. You. Have a great, wonderful day. Bye.